So it seems that Samsung is planning more than just the Galaxy S21 series at their Unpacked event. As we're getting very close to Samsung's Galaxy Unpacked, we have more information on other things we might be getting. It looks like we could be getting a new iPhone SE along with the upcoming AirPods in spring, and CES 2021 is happening right now, sort of, and we have announcements from LG, Microsoft, and TCL. I'm Jaime Rivera, and for many years we've been calling every time after CES, the CES plague, we all get sick, but I guess now we know what we picked up in CES 2020. This is Pocketnow Daily. New week, new deals, and can you believe it, you can still reserve the Samsung Galaxy S21 series, and I actually recommend that you do because the perks just got better. You can currently get up to $700 off in a trade-in once you reserve it, and you also get the $60 worth of credit for accessories, so make sure you check the first link in the description for that. Sticking to Samsung and trade-ins, the Galaxy S20 Ultra is starting at just $600, but you can also get the Galaxy S20 FE for $415. And then when it comes to foldables, listen to this one. The Z Flip is available for $100, and I hope I'm reading this right. And then the Z Fold 2 is still available for just $1,000, but again, you need an eligible device for trade-in. The new M1 MacBooks are both $60 off, leaving the 256GB of storage MacBook Pro for $1,239, and the 512GB MacBook Air is $1,189. Now, if you want Intel, the 16-inch MacBook Pro is $200 off, meaning it starts at just $2,200. Then finally, the Amazon Echo Studio is $30 off, leaving it at $170 shipped. We've got more deals on iPads, Apple Watches, my favorite, which are Jabra earbuds, and others in the description. Now, let's stick to official news because yes, this week is CES, though this is clearly not Vegas. And, well, we still have some sort of an event, and I like the fact that companies are going all out, starting with TCL. The company just announced a ton of new products, starting with their TV technology. They just announced the third generation of their mini LED backlight with an OD0 technology, which helps with brightness and precision. One of the most interesting things we got are new 8K TVs, which still apparently get a pretty affordable price tag when compared to the competition. But then moving on from TVs, they just announced the next paper as well, which is a combination of a screen and paper, delivering a paper-like visual experience through an 8.8-inch display. Now, finally, and probably what's been doing the most headlines, is their latest rollable concept. This is a 17-inch printed OLED scroll, and by scroll I mean it's actually a scroll. According to TCL, this technology can be applied into TVs as well as curved foldable displays. Actually, the company launched more products, but they are so many that I'm not going to bore you with specifics. We've got a full article in the links in the description. Now, probably one of the biggest surprises today, and I would pretty much say that it's during CES 2021, is Microsoft, as the company has just announced a successor to the Surface Pro, but it's actually not running ARM chips. The base model packs the 11th generation Intel Core i3 along with 8 gigs of RAM, but you can go up to the Intel Core i7 and 32 gigs of RAM, which is pretty sweet. Now when it comes to storage, the base model brings 128 gigs of storage, but then you can go up to a 1 terabyte in the top tier model. But by the way, you can actually swap these SSDs yourself, just like you can with the Surface Pro X. At the front, you get the same 12.3-inch display with thick bezels, and of course your typical Surface keyboard, which is most likely sold separately. Now some of the other upgrades include support for LTE connectivity, up to 15 hours of battery life on a single charge, and its starting price is $899, with the LTE model starting at $1149. Now, we don't blame you for being excited. I am a huge fan of the Microsoft Surface lineup. The price tags, though, in today's age with that M1 MacBook Air, they look a little complicated. We'll see. Now, I think that the company that's stealing the show most, at least today when it comes to CES, is definitely LG with their announcements. Starting off, the company showed off their advances when it comes to OLED, including a transparent 55-inch OLED TV, a bendable cinematic sound OLED for gaming, and the crazy 88-inch 8K cinematic sound OLED as well. And when it comes to the company's LCD technology, they have taken it a step further with their new QLED TVs, which is actually their approach to mini LED. That's just another name. Proof that the company continues to invest hard on LCDs. Probably what's turning most heads right now, though, is their Rollable phone. As part of their video conference, they gave us 2 teasers of the device in action. We get 2 different shots of the phone being used to play their press conference, one with the phone rolling out while the speakers begin to talk, and then it rolls in once he's done and waves goodbye. This shows that the phone will use a motor to roll out depending on the use case scenario, and we're expecting this phone to bring a 7.4-inch OLED display that works in 3 different scenarios and will debut sometime in the first half of 2021. The specifications include a Qualcomm Snapdragon 888, 16 gigs of RAM, 4200 mAh battery, and some leaks claim that it will launch as the LG Rollable at a crazy $2,359 price tag, which is not too crazy if you consider what the Z Fold 2 costs. Again, there is just too much to cover in one announcement, so more information is in the description. But alright, let's move on to leaks, particularly Apple ones, because we know you miss them a lot. There's been multiple rumors of Apple working on things like a next generation AirPods and AirPods Pro, and now we have a new report from Mako Takara, and according to their suppliers, Apple will be releasing a 2nd generation of AirPods Pro and a new iPhone SE in April of this year. Now when it comes to the AirPods, they claim that they will still be 21mm thick, while the height will be 46mm and 54 millimeters, or I don't know if that's instead, so maybe we are getting 2 sizes after all. Apparently they will be slightly different than the original ones, but they plan to make them more compact, maybe by getting rid of the stems probably. This design is reportedly just in testing phase, but it could become a real thing. Now back to the iPhone SE, the report only mentions that it's due for April, but there's nothing else on it, so we'll have to take it with a grain of salt. We'll see what we get, as we're only a couple of months away, and it's not like if Apple is known for launching an iPhone SE back-to-back the following year. We'll see. And finally, the hottest news today have to do with the Samsung Galaxy S21 series, as we're currently just a couple of days away from the company's Unpacked event, and it seems that's not all we're getting. Over the weekend, we got a ton of new information and leaks over everything we're getting at the Samsung Galaxy Unpacked. Beginning with the actual phones, we have some new images from Evan Blass that show the promo poster that Samsung uses to show off the phones once it's out. From the posters, we get to see the regular S20 in a sort of lilac color, as well as a black Ultra, which looks crazy gorgeous. We also have some pictures of the case used with the S Pen, which, well, it looks useful. Just to jog your memory, we're expecting the Galaxy S21 Ultra to bring a 6.7-inch display, Qualcomm Snapdragon 888, 12 gigs of RAM, and up to 512 gigs of storage, along with 4 cameras at the back. And as for the price, it's definitely going to be over $1,000. Now, moving on to other products we're expecting, we've heard multiple leaks of the Galaxy Buds Pro, including a hands-on video that we saw last week, but it looks like Samsung won't stop there. Apparently, we're also getting Galaxy SmartTags. These SmartTags will be tile-like devices that will serve as Bluetooth-based trackers that will work kind of like Apple's rumored AirTags with UWB. A tipster on Twitter also claims that the rumored Buds Pro and the SmartTags will come in the pre-order gifts in some countries. We doubt that's going to be the case of the Buds though. So if you're planning on pre-ordering, remember that you can register to reserve your device today, get a $60 credit in accessories, and up to $700 in trade-in if you follow the first link in the description. But anyways, let us know in the comments down below if you're planning to get any of the Galaxy S21 models, as they're pretty hot according to the rumors. And I'll tell you this much, I think it's actually the first time that I really do want to go Ultra, but let us know what you think in the comments down below. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. Also follow us on social media as our extended coverage happens on Instagram. And follow me on my personal handles to see me not want to get sick anymore. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.